Okay, grade five. We're going to talk about the environment and how do we care for it. Now, what is an environment and what do we mean by care for it? Well, environment is everything around you, whether it's living or non living. For example, a forest is made up of trees, living organisms, animals, living organisms, but soil, air, and rivers are not living organisms, but together they make up the environment. Humans live in the environment and they affect it. They change things about it. Sometimes the change is good and sometimes the change is bad. So humans have a positive effect on the environment and unfortunately they have a negative one. And the negative one may destroy organisms like trees and animals or destroy non-living part like making air polluted, water polluted and also land. Now, how do humans affect the environment in a positive way? Well, farming, which means we plant a large amount of crops and we feed humans. That's good for humans, but sometimes when you do that, you may have a negative effect on the rest of the environment. When you cut down trees, for example. But when you plant something to feed humans, that's a good thing for humans. Another thing is we raise animals to get their milk, meat, and wool, so we don't have to go and hunt them out of the environment. We simply put them in one place, have large numbers of them. Some we eat and some we keep, which is good because we don't have to hunt the rest of the animals and kill all of them. Also, we build houses. Now, houses are good for us and good for humans because they shelter us from weather, rain, and storms, and hot weather. And they also protect us from other animals attacking and eating us. So that's a good thing. Now, how do we make use of science and technology? Where science is a method by we use to study things around us. Technology is objects and ideas we invent to make our life better. Now, one thing we use to monitor the environment is satellites. Satellites can cover a large area and also they can monitor changes over a long time period, like tens of years, to help us see how the environment changes. If you remember, the Australian fires that happened at the beginning of the year 2020 and January were captured by satellites, and the information was sent to help firefighters clear or stop the fires. And also, we can use them to observe the melting of ice in the North Pole. Also, we can use cameras to watch about if animals are existing in an area, what do they eat, who eats them, somebody is there to hunt them, and help us protect them and also keep their environment if that is need to be done. Now, this is a satellite. If you're watching, this satellite can send us information about the ice in the North Pole to show us, for example, how it changes. And this will show us, for example, monitor temperature in April. So you see, this is a vast area. It's hard to keep track of it if you're living on Earth. However, through a satellite, you can cover this area in one picture and monitor it day by day. And there's a camera which you can use to record the behavior of animal naturally and see if there's any danger working about them or if there's anything you need to know about them to help them and keep their numbers high, especially endangered animals, the ones who have low numbers. So you want to keep the numbers and prevent any harm coming to them. You use cameras to watch them, and that's a good idea to use a camera to watch a tiger, so the tiger would not eat the camera. Whereas if it finds you, you might be eaten by the tiger. Now, what other effects humans have positive effects is that they can clean water. So if they collect water from sources, we can put them in treatment plants. Plants is another name for factory, but factory make stuff. Plants process stuff. So, for example, and they can clean dirty or polluted water and they then resend it back to the environment in a clean form. So it doesn't make other water surfaces or other water sources dirty. Also, we invented solar panels to catch sunlight and convert it to other forms of energy, like to heat water or to produce an electrical current without using fossil fuel or oil that harm the environment. Now, this is the water treatment center. They take the dirty water and clean it, then send it back. And this is a solar panel, captures sunlight energy and either convert it to heat or electricity. The ones you see here can convert sunlight energy into electrical energy. So you don't have to use fuel to produce electricity, which is good for the environment. Now, what is the negative effect of humans on the environment? Well, they make things dirty. And when you make things dirty, we call that pollution. So what kind of pollutions we have? We have water pollution, air pollution, and land pollution. And each one will be covered up. The main idea that if you change water or change air and change land by adding poisonous material or adding extra material, that is called pollution. We will discuss the types of pollution in the next video. For now, read the first material, and if you have any question, please send me an email.